Good morning, everyone. So excited to be here and to be chatting with you today. I have a super exciting topic to talk to you about. Excuse my hair, the craziness that is curly hair. So, welcome in. My name is Laura. I am a fitness, nutrition, and mindset coach, and my specialty is working with busy working women who have tried fad diet after fad diet and have struggled to lose the weight or to keep it off, and they are sick of sort of the restrictive protocol and the restrictive sort of cycle that happens when we get into dieting. So, as a fitness, nutrition, and mindset coach, I teach women how to eat sustainably, flexibly, so that they can have that strong, slim, stress-free, confident look that we all crave in our bodies. Now, as we get older, our metabolism has a tendency to start to slow down, and our hormones start to kind of get out of whack. So I think it's really important to address this, especially as we get older, as women that want to still have energy, have vitality, be productive at work, also just feel confident in our own bodies. So today I'm going to give you 5 super actionable ways for you to boost your metabolism so that you don't feel like you constantly have to go on a diet, you constantly have to be restricting, you stop plateauing if you have a weight loss goal, and you can finally keep that metabolism revving up so that you aren't struggling to either put muscle mass on or lose fat. Now, as I mentioned, my name is Laura. I'm a fitness, nutrition, and mindset coach, and my specialty is working with busy working women who have struggled with fad diets, restrictive protocols, also struggle with overeating, cravings, and hormonal imbalances. Okay, so let's get to it. 5 ways to boost your metabolism. Number 1 is resistance training and weightlifting. Now, the body wants the muscle mass is very metabolically demanding. So the more muscle you have on your body, the more lean of a look that you are going to have. Versus fat mass is not as metabolically demanding. So when we have more fat on our body, our the amount of calories our body is burning is much lower. Versus when we have more muscle mass on our body, our metabolism is burning a lot more just at rest. So if you are not yet in a resistance training routine, I strongly encourage you to start picking up some weights, and weights that are going to be challenging enough. Now, if 5-pound weights are challenging for you when you're at reps like 10, 11, 12, awesome. But slowly make sure that you are going up to 8 pounds and then to 10 pounds. You want the muscles to be challenged in those last couple of repetitions. That is where the lean tissue starts to build. Okay. And don't be afraid of getting bulky, ladies. It takes years and years and years and proper diet and proper rest and proper recovery and a lot more testosterone in your body to look bulky. So, do not be afraid to add lean muscle. And I'm not going to call it toning, because toning is muscle mass, okay? So lift weights, resistance train on a regular basis in order to boost your metabolism. I can't tell you how many women I start working with that have never done any sort of resistance training or have done a little bit but use really light weights. The second we start adding that lean muscle into their body shape starts changing. They're burning more calories, they're more vibrant, they're more focused, they have more energy. So don't shy away from that. Number 2 is, and this goes hand in hand with lifting weights, is eat quality protein and enough protein, okay? Again, protein, in order to break down in your body, is very demanding for the body, okay? It requires more energy to break down protein than it does fats and carbohydrates. You probably experienced this. If you have something sweet, you get that sugar craving, that rush, and then you crash. Versus with protein, you feel more full, you feel more satisfied. And protein is the building block for that muscle mass on your body, okay? So in general, if you are resistance training, you want to have about 0.75 to 1 gram of protein per pound. So for example, I'm 150 pounds, let's say, and 0.75 to 1 gram for protein would be around 120 to 150 grams of protein per day. That is a lot if you are used to eating 40, 50, or 60 grams of protein. A good general rule, if you're not tracking or counting calories or anything like that, is to think about having one palm full of protein with every meal plus your snacks. So maybe that means eggs and egg whites for breakfast, or some turkey sausage with egg whites, or Greek yogurt. Okay. Snacks can be yogurt or protein shakes, or hard-boiled eggs. For lunch, making sure you're having some sort of chicken or turkey breast, or if you're vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian, you can do fish or beans or tempeh or tofu. Same thing with dinner, okay? You want to make sure that you're having enough protein in that meal, because it's actually going to boost your metabolism, and it's going to keep that metabolism fired up. And not everyone has access to things like organic, grass-fed, things like that. Just try your best. If you are going to eat meat or even red meat, things like that, try your best to get it as clean and unadulterated as possible. All those hormones that we ingest from those animals also go into our system and can affect us. Number 3 tip for getting quality, for boosting your metabolism, is getting quality sleep, okay? 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night is going to be ideal for your body. Now, especially when you're resistance training and you're starting to lift weights, your body adapts to these changes when you are actually in the recovery period, okay? So when you're recovering those days off, your sleep, your stress levels, all that is helping your body recover and actually helping your metabolism be more flexible, okay? So making sure that you're getting adequate and quality sleep, 7 to 8 hours per night, is going to keep your metabolism boosted. What happens when you don't sleep enough? All of your bodily systems, your brain, your organs, they have to work in overtime, okay? So they are not paying attention to having an efficient metabolism. All of your energy is being sent to your brain. It's being sent to your organs to try and keep you awake and try and keep those organs functioning at a quality way. Number 4 hack for boosting your metabolism is think about matching your appetite to your activity levels, okay? So a lot of people think, oh, in order to lose weight, I have to exercise more and eat less, okay? That is actually how we mess up our metabolism, okay? For a period of time, it's okay to exercise more and eat less, and by eat less, a small calorie deficit. But when you are doing that chronically over time, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 months, 6 months, now your metabolism is matching how many calories you're eating because it doesn't know the next time it's going to eat. So if you're in a calorie deficit for a period of time, that's fine, but then you want to refeed your body. So once you start exercising more and moving more, now is a good time to eat more and feed that metabolism. Say you take a day off from exercise and you're moving less, now is a good time to eat a little bit less because you don't need as much energy, right? Maybe you're eating a little bit cleaner, not as many sweets, a little bit less alcohol. So match your appetite and your food consumption to your activity consumption, right? Are we going to require the same amount of food when we have an hour and a half workout to when we just sit at home all day? Probably not. So start to keep that in mind as a way to boost your metabolism. And also know that being in a calorie deficit for a period of time will actually dramatically damage your metabolism, especially if that calorie deficit is very dramatic. And then number 5 hack for boosting your metabolism is walking. So walking to reduce stress, walking to increase the amount of energy expenditure per day. So stress is one of those things that can negatively affect your metabolism because your hormones are all out of whack, your cortisol levels are on high alert, and so you're in this fight or flight stage the whole day, the whole time. And so again, your metabolism can't spend time burning calories or working efficiently. It is actually having to keep your brain functioning and keep you on high alert for any dangers that may come. So walking is a really great way to reduce stress, reduce inflammation in the body, have increased vitamin D levels, which actually helps with digestion, nutrient absorption. It helps with mental health. It helps with clarity. So adding in a 15 to 20 minute walk per day is going to be really great for metabolism health instead of feeling like you always have to exercise. Now, if you live live outdoors and it's snowing where you are, which is most of the United States, at least right now, you can think about maybe doing things around the house, like doing a deep clean of the bathroom or the garage, or playing with the kids or playing with the dog, or doing something active with your partner that doesn't maybe require going outside, but maybe something indoors, just to keep you moving a little bit more and reducing that stress. One last thing about vitamin D, even if you can't go outside, if it's super cold, you can still sit by a window and receive sort of those sun rays coming through. Even if it's a little bit overcast, you still receive those benefits. Okay, so I feel like I'm chatting a million miles a minute. If anyone has any questions, please go ahead and drop them below. I will be happy to answer them. Okay, so when it comes to metabolism, I'm very passionate about educating men and women, but women specifically, how to keep your metabolism fired up, but also how to eat for that strong, slim, and confident body that we want and that we crave and that we feel confident in and that we feel best in. So I actually created a 15-day weight loss program that does not require fad diets. It doesn't require restrictive protocols. It incorporates walking. It incorporates more resistance training. It incorporates more protein. This program is called Lose 5 in 15. And I've linked it below, and it's a completely free program that I'm offering to anyone that is interested in a sustainable weight loss plan. Now, this is sort of the tip of the iceberg, but it's going to get you started. I've got nutrition protocol in there. There's workouts for all 15 days. I talk a little bit about stress, sleep, and hormones in there as well. So you can find that link in the description. So thank you so much for joining me. My name is Laura. You can follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, and I was so happy to connect with you today. Have a great day.